बहुत ही हाई प्रोफाइल ट्रिप था और मैं एक बार फिर कहूँगा ये बहुत ही डेयरिंग ट्रिप था, बड़ी रिस्की ट्रिप था, लेकिन अल्लाह ताला ने हमें सुरखरू किया, कामयाब किया और तीनों जो अमेरिकन्स हाई ऑफिशियल थे वो साथीरत के अमेरिका वापस आ गए और वो उनका परसेप्शन, उनकी थिंकिंग, उनकी फीलिंग जो है पाकिस्तान के बारे में तब्दील हो चुकी है। और ली बाका ने ये प्रॉमिस किया है कि वो कांग्रेस और सेनेट को पाकिस्तान की पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट के बारे में कम्प्लीटली ब्रीफ करेंगे और बताएंगे कहाँ कहाँ कमज़ोरियाँ हैं और किस तरीके से पाकिस्तान पुलिस की हेल्प की जा सकती है थ्रू द सेनेट एंड थ्रू द कांग्रेस। तो एक बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा है पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन शेरिफ एडवाइजरी काउंसिल का। मैं मुबारकबाद देता हूँ तमाम मेंबर्स को पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन शेरिफ एडवाइजरी काउंसिल के कि उन्होंने हमेशा हमारा साथ दिया और हमेशा मीटिंग्स में आए और अपने मशवरों से नवाजा और ये बात थी कि आज ये ट्रिप जो है कामयाब रहा। तो नाज़रीन बिला ताख़ीर के आइए देखते हैं ये कंप्लीट रिपोर्ट, मुलाज़ा फरमाइए। Mr. Baka, thank you very much for giving opportunity to come here this morning in your busy schedule.
Thank you.
And you had a very, very good trip to Pakistan. And it was also a daring trip to Pakistan after all the situation in Bombay and in Pakistan, which is taking place in a very hostile place. But the love of Pakistan, the dedication as a chief security person in America, you are an important role in America as well as in the South Asia now because you have established so many very, very good organizations such an advisory council.
This was a very powerful visit. I don't think that anyone could be given more access to policing problems and strategies that are being used in Pakistan than the visit that was put together by the Pakistani Advisory Council to the Sheriff's Department. So I thank them for giving me this strength and this opportunity. But here we are. Where we have to go today is to have those 4 Pakistani police officials come to Los Angeles, learn for a period of time what they'd like to learn in the area of training, in the area of forensic science. Those are the 2 critical elements, and some equipment that we might be able to find that would be helpful to the Pakistani police. So there's where we are right now.
Okay, what message you bring, what message you're going to communicate to the Capitol Hill about as far as Pakistani police needs and to the more advancement of the Pakistani police department?
Yes, the thing that I read in Karachi was a Pakistani newspaper that described what I found was not widely reported in the United States, but is a very important initiative by Senator Joe Biden and Dick Lugar. And this is the Pakistani Assistance Act of 2008, which provides for $1.5 billion for the 5 years for non-military support to Pakistan. Now, in my opinion, some of that money should be spent on helping the police strengthen themselves. Pakistani police deserve to be given more pay in certain respects. Now, I don't know if that money would be used for that purpose. But if money can be spent that's not Pakistani money on equipment, on some aspects of training, as well as to build a forensic science lab in some part of Pakistan, perhaps in Sindh, then what we'd have is we'd have good use of this money. Building infrastructure for Pakistan in terms of capital projects is a good idea. And I compliment Senators Biden and Lugar for their effort. But we need to get this bill passed. You know, I'm urging people to write letters to Senators Joe Biden and Dick Lugar. Pakistani Americans should be at the forefront of this letter writing campaign because it will mean a lot of money will be helpful to Pakistan. The total budget for the country of Pakistan is about $6 or $7 billion, which is rather small. Consequently, the pay, for example, of the Karachi police is like $120 a month. Recently, the Lahore police were given an increase. That's because the governor of Punjab is very interested in seeing that Punjab police are given extra resources and extra income. So there's a lot to do to make the police more active and more strong in fighting terrorism. And this is where part of my recommendations are to shift from military solutions alone to a balance that involves police. This is true in Israel today, and I was just there, that the police and the military work closely together, but police are more equipped to catch criminal suspects without causing extensive amount of harm to innocent people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you think, Mr. Baga? You've been in Pakistan, you've seen the Pakistan, you've been in the traffic, you've been in the hotel, you've been with the public, okay, you've gone through the road and the street. What do you think the Pakistani role in fighting the terrorism side by side with the United States of America?
Well, I think Pakistan is America's #1 ally right now when it comes to counterterrorism activities. America has invested a lot in Iraq and invested a lot in Afghanistan, but needs to invest more in Pakistan because Pakistan, in fact, is a democracy. Pakistan has grown substantially and has the ability to feed itself. It has great farmland. It has great potential, great human resources. So the key here is that Pakistan and America need to continue to grow in stronger alliances. Without this happening, all we're asking for is more trouble with insurgents and radicals. Without America being the strongest supporter of Pakistan, Pakistan would struggle and continue to struggle because their economy is not as strong as it could be and should be. So we need to help the economy grow, help security grow, and I think Pakistan will prove to be the best friend that America can have. All of what went on in Pakistan with the Pakistani American Advisory Council would not have been possible if it weren't for the full membership of the Advisory Council. These are professional individuals who have a commitment for good relations between America and Pakistan, and they knew that public safety is a very critical need, not only in the United States, but in Pakistan, and that the Pakistani police are very, very professional. They do work hard, they're underpaid, and when one thinks about how we can help, the United States can help Pakistan. That's why I went there, to offer my support, to the government, to offer my support to the police. And when we met with President Sadati and the chairman of the Senate and the First Minister of Baluchistan and key officials within Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, we were able to show sincerity, support, and understanding for the complexity of the problems. The problems are not easy to solve, but if you have goodwill, we can work it out.
In the end, I would like to have your very interesting trip to the Wagah sector, which is the border of India and Pakistan. Recently, Pakistan and India had a lot of tension, but they're trying to ease, to cooperate each other. What do you think? Can you share that experience?
Well, we did go to the border crossing of Pakistan and India. Now, what was amazing is that the Indian side and the Pakistani side are very, very cheerful, very friendly. It's very ceremonial. And the police commander of the Indian side happened to be a Muslim, which makes that even more interesting. And we celebrated India, we celebrated Pakistan, but on my end of it, I was celebrating Pakistan, waving the flag at the border and listening to the bands and the cheering and the marching of the soldiers and the changing of the guard. It was very ceremonial, very exciting, and very festive.
Mr. Baga, thank you very much for your time, which is you really reserved today for me. And I hope that I'll take the message across the world, what you have seen, what you experienced. And I hope that the Pakistani Police Department, the government of Pakistan, to follow your instruction and offer more cooperation and the more development in the advancement of the police department, which is the key element to solve the terrorism and the crimes in Pakistan.
Well, thank you, Waqar. Without you, the trip would not have been as successful. It's very important to have the media involved in what we do. We want people to know what we're doing. None of this is secretive. We believe that it's important to help nations understand that Pakistan and the United States get along more than just at the federal level.